Friday night, it's 7:30, and we are your hosts for the Whiskey Roundtable.
Big G.
Karen Little B.
Bourbon Bob.
Rico. We have audience Robert. What's up, dog?
Hey.
Glad you could come hang out.
Yeah, good to see you again.
Yep.
Ah.
His wife's out there. It's got the window open. It's got the ladder out there right now. I know she is. Yeah, poor woman.
Rapunzel.
Boy, it was a nice way to start this Friday.
Yeah.
We spent it over at Lizardville in Bedford Heights with a couple of guys from the
Cleveland Bourbon
Bourbon Co-op.
One of our sponsors.
A couple of pours, a couple of cigars, and some good camaraderie out there.
Yeah, we did. We had a good time.
Nice to see
I was
them
glad
guys.
you could make it, man.
It was a little touch and go. We had to get tires for Mama's car, and so we got new shoes, and she's all set.
Good.
New shoes?
New
For her or for the car?
For the car.
Wasn't there a song about that?
Yeah, there's some new shoes on her car.
I think there is. Or was that a group? New shoes.
Well, that's what happens when you buy a used car and they give you 2 good tires up front and 2 mismatched ones in the rear.
Awesome.
And the guy looks at you and says, "Oh, somebody forgot their rotation." I says, "No, it's what happens when you buy a used car and they give you mismatched tires." I know my car maintenance. Thank you very much.
He said 2 mismatched ones in the rear.
Oh, that must hurt.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Okay, yes.
We'll catch you next week.
32 seconds. Oh, 2 seconds in. Okay.
I know.
We're
Hey,
doing
it didn't
good.
take
Oh
long.
my goodness.
But that's a great shout out, and I would like to give a shout out to Stevie Smith.
Yes.
Who, he reached out to us on our website, which I know, Bob, you always encourage people to join or to reach out to us either on the website, which is thewhiskeyroundtable.com, or whiskeyroundtable@gmail.com.
Correct.
For our email. But Stevie, he's based in the UK. He co-owns an independent bottling company, and he has his own podcast.
Awesome.
Nice.
And he reached out to us, and he says he would love to have a t-shirt so that he could rep our show over there in the UK. And I said to the same thing. I go, yes, let us know what your podcast is and anything. Well, we'd love to give a shout out to you, and it's great to interact with people, especially, internationally. It's so cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
And speaking of internationally, Joris is on. He's joining
Joris,
us. Thank you.
Up,
What's up? We missed you last week, Joris.
Yeah. Were you sleeping?
Yeah, don't give us an excuse like you were sleeping or getting ready to go to work.
I gotta go to work. Oh, you're
Nice.
But thank you for sharing your picture with us.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know
cool.
if we had a chance
I didn't
to
see.
say
I didn't see his picture.
You didn't see his picture?
I didn't see his picture.
So we'll get that
after
on
the
the
show.
website.
After the show.
It's been a hectic week. We've had some.
It has been. It's been a lot.
We've had some not expensive, but we've had some experiences this week. So, anyway, not going into that. Anyway,
Don't go down that path.
we're not going down that path.
Don't do it.
Just be a good person. That's all I'm going to say.
Amen, brother.
Telling you what.
It's funny because like 99% of my friends we all hang out all the time. Everybody, we have good times. We do this. Everybody's willing to help each other. It's I couldn't have picked a better group of people, and I appreciate that they even like me.
I can understand that.
Yep. I'll picture that. Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Me too.
Baptism by bourbon. Were we going to go through that together again?
Oh no, not again.
I guess that's what happens when you have the same brain.
What do we say at Westel's together?
That was we can't repeat that.
Oh, that's right. No, we can't.
Oh.
There was something. There was something white and creamy on top of somebody's drink.
Okay, I think you just did.
All right. Did he lick it or just swallow it?
I don't know.
I think that was the joke we made.
Yes. Ooh, okay. Brought that to a screeching halt.
So how was everybody's week?
Yep. Next.
All right, moving along here,
Fast.
kids.
It was all right. It was all right.
Yeah, Memorial Weekend. That was good.
No, that was last week. 2 weeks ago.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
That was 2 weeks ago.
Damn. What did we do last week? Oh, we did
The
We
redemption.
did the Redemption.
Man, I'm
Redemption
way
ride.
behind. I got to catch up.
You've been off today. Like you're.
Dude, I've been so running today. I mean, I've been in a car.
With me.
Pretty much. I've been
That's
in a
enough to
car
take away.
realistically for 10 hours.
Jeez.
Running here, running there, going that, blah, blah, blah.
Let me go back to the squirrel real quick. George, you're going to have to explain this. He said the show is airing too late over here, and he says he's doing an online whiskey master class, and he had about 7 drams.
Oh my goodness!
An online whiskey class.
Online whiskey?
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
I'm
interesting.
interested about it. Send us a link on that one.
Yeah, we want to see that, brother. Too funny.
Go ahead of your
Oh,
master
my.
class.
Oh my! I got a call. I got a call last week, and it was Rayon, and so they were traveling, and then so I obviously answered the phone. I said, "Hey, what's up, dog?" And he's like, "Gee." He says, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm doing good. What's going on?" He says, "No, we were just having chit chat." And I said, "When you coming to do the cameo?" He goes, "Well, that's why I came out. That's why I called you." He says, "We're just going to show up one day." I said, "Okay."
Okay.
So these guys, I'm telling you, great guys, man. We had so much fun together.
If you get a chance, go back and watch that show because that
Yeah,
cognac show
that
was
Rayon,
really
that
good.
Rayon Cognac show was great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It was awesome.
Yep.
And remember, you can go back and watch any of the shows.
True.
If you miss it on Friday, Joris,
What are we gonna do?
you can watch it anytime at
Don't
your
take
leisure.
that, Joris. Don't take that. What do we got on Scroll Kids?
Oh, I've been going on. Rob Up North is there.
Up
and,
Nort, what's up, dog? That's my boy.
You
He's a
know,
good guy.
Robert's not on the scroll because he's in the audience. So
That's all right.
Yeah, I was just hanging out with Cheese last night. We're
where is he at?
he's doing business. He's doing business.
We're missing him.
So, but,
Bigness.
so I wasn't expecting it. I got home. I don't know. It was later, and I had received another get together from a friend of mine. I said, "Nah, I'm not going to make it. It's just later." And then Cheese reached out to me and says, "You got time for a cigar?"
Always got time.
Of course
for
I
a cigar.
do. I'll be
The
there in a
important
half
question is,
hour.
you buy it?
Okay.
You buy it?
So we're hanging out. And we're just talking. We're having a great time, and we're just BSing and telling stories and doing all that stuff. And I
You tell stories?
I did. So
No.
Rob, you did that thing where I put all those bottles up on the railing, and I kind of did the same thing. So anyway, me and Cheese are talking. And next thing you know, Cheese says, "Gee, it's 10:30." I'm like, "What? 10:30 at night?" So I'm thinking he's going to get up and get going because he had to get out of town early this morning. And I said, "Okay." Well, next thing you know, it's like, I don't know, 10 after 11. It's like, "Dude, when are you going home?" But we had a nice time. It was just me and
the Italian goodbye?
Midwest goodbye.
yeah, it was funny, but it was a good time. But it was nice. It was unexpected, and I don't, Kurt's really good about coming and hanging out if he has nothing going on. Rob's the same way. He's in town. We always get together. And it's just good people, man. Just good people. I miss Rob especially because I don't see him all the time. Sometimes I don't see him for months, but it's always fun. It's always fun. It's a good crew, man. Very good crew.
There's a good crew that hangs around
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
And,
And you'll never forget when you met him and how he said what?
We're at Royal Havana, so you know where the TV is against the wall, and then they have the 2 chairs and the big Royal Havana, granite table and all that. So Nort is sitting on where the chairs where I sit against the wall chair, a regular chair, and I'm sitting on that couch that you basically could sit on the ground, and Dave is sitting next to me, and he starts talking, and he I don't remember the whole thing. He could tell the story better, but excuse me. But anyway, he says something about Italians.
oh no.
And Dave just turns like this, and he looks at me. I go, "What did you say?"
Oh, good
Italian. I go, "Listen, it ain't Italian. It's Italian."
Yeah, change your vowel from an I to an A.
So anyway, and I think that's the first time I met Rob, if I'm not mistaken. And we all laughed. It was fun. And then I ended up getting an opportunity to hang out with Rob that same night, and the rest was history. It was cool, man. It was good. It was good. I'm sure he's still saying Italian when I ain't listening to him. But anyway,
Very cool. Very cool.
That is funny. Too funny. So, congrats to Rico.
Yeah.
yeah, Rico, look at you.
Graduated.
Thank you.
Lady.
Thank you.
Man,
This is
God
what
bless
your
you.
master?
Bachelor's.
Bachelor's.
Are you going for your masters?
Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah. I
I
don't
put
blame
myself
you.
through enough. Thank you.
Kind of Italian are you?
One that knows when to quit when he's ahead.
You damn Italians.
So I'll have a response for after the show too.
Dago bastards. Anyway, are we doing a radio show today?
I think
Sounds
we
like
are.
it,
We're
yeah.
having something.
Yeah.
We're having something.
All right.
It was a long, confusing week. I mean,
It
you
was,
don't know
man.
where to
It
begin or
was.
where to end. I mean, Robert, what'd you do this week?
Worked. Yeah. That was it.
No climbing in the windows?
You must be exhausted.
I have a few more years.
There you go.
Well, you know it's bad. I had to take 2 mental health days off of work. I just said, look, I'm taking 2 mental health days. My boss goes, good for you.
And we see that Karen is sporting a new do, which is
Just a little short.
a little
yes.
shorter and
Yeah, I like
No
it.
more ponytails
She doesn't
for a
like it. I
while.
like it.
You know, it's shorter than I'm used to.
Yeah, that's all right. It'll grow.
But all summer I put my hair up in a ponytail anyway, so
I
it's
can have him
hair,
shave my
gross.
head and give you some extensions or something.
You mean your back?
Rico's
Oh,
willing.
God.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
If you want a mustache.
oh,
I would do my back too.
Come on, Adam.
Let's talk about your hair.
Come on. I don't want to look like your mother.
Oh,
You hear that, Mom? Did you hear that? Anyway. I know. She said, you are nothing but a butani. But anyway.
She told me that ever since I met her. Yeah. What did she call me? She called me that
But anyway, huh?
lazy, no good whore or something.
She was spot on.
Hey,
and that was those were the kind words.
That was when she liked me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My mother and me, man, we were the same people. We were the same people.
Looked alike, everything.
Yeah, back hair, patch over her eye.
But she had a bigger mustache.
But she did have a bigger mustache. But she was Italian.
I would say that's the Italian. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
All right, kids, let's move along. Let's move along.
All right. So, what are you smoking, G?
I don't even know at this point.
Cigar.
A cigar. I don't even know. It's a Partagas. That's all I remember.
Okay, I've got an acid kindred spirit. This one isn't the Maduro wrapper this
Yeah,
week.
that's
This is
the
more of a
Connecticut.
Connecticut wrapper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very,
That's a good cigar,
very
man.
good cigar. I
Yeah.
gave you one of those last week.
And that one went real quick. I mean,
You enjoyed that.
I enjoyed the heck out of it. It was a good one. I like those acid cigars.
Yep, very good. I had a non-acid, non-tobacco earlier today, and I am spoiled. I do have to say now, I'm as long with being a bourbon snob and a whiskey snob, I am now a cigar snob because you can definitely notice the difference of a cigar
And a hoo-hoo and a what?
versus a nice cigar. But I wasn't in the mood to dish out.
Wait till the end of the month when we can start doing recreational marijuana. You can see, you'll be.
What?
No marijuana in this house. Just so y'all know.
Buzzkill. Wah wah wah.
25 years in law enforcement, there'll be no
You're
marijuana. I don't give a shit if I'm still retired for the next 30 years.
Jimbo's
No
a drug
drugs in
sniffing
mine.
dog.
Period.
So what are you smoking on that?
Rico, what do you got?
Oh, I got the Flathead 860.
I like that one. That's a
So
long one.
good.
Betty, nice.
That one's a career cigar.
It is.
That's a congratulations
It is.
cigar.
Yeah,
And that
making
was
my way through it.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I think they call that one the Resonator.
A resonator.
I think that's what that one is technically
Really?
called. Yes. And I have a Buffalo Trace cigar.
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
It's very nice. It's very mild. Like it a lot. It's
burning
smoking good.
nicely too.
Well,
Yeah.
I learned a little tip from our friend Jake when he was here with touching up your cigar as you're going. If you see one side going a little bit, you just give it a little touch up and you're good.
Yep.
There's no wonder why he goes through so much butane.
Those back probably 4 years ago, I came into Eagle Rare cigars and Buffalo Trace cigars. It was a promo, and I think I have 2 Eagle Rare cigars left, and I think now I got 3 left of them. And they were 6-packs, so basically. So Dave Annunzio, you're talking about 2021. So Dave Annunzio, we were on the porch, we were doing a porch party after a wedding that I did the food for, and they smoked Buffalo Trace, and then they smoked the Eagle Rare. They loved him. Absolutely.
Do they
Dave,
still
Dave
make-
has them at Royal Van.
Oh, they do. The Eagle
Yeah.
Rare, they still have those there?
Dave doesn't have the Eagle Rare. I have the Eagle Rares.
But they have, Royal Van has the Buffalo
they have,
Trace.
yeah, definitely.
Right after you guys left the Lizardville today, Kevin came out and he was hanging out hanging out with the guys, and he was talking about some of the events that they have coming up, and he says they're going to be doing a Buffalo Trace Eagle Rare event.
Nice.
Okay.
Using the Winking Lizard store picks,
Right.
and barrel picks.
Yeah, you missed Jimmy before you got there, but it was nice to see him. The original
Chips?
owner.
Oh,
No,
yeah, Jimmy. Yeah.
So, and then his brother-in-law is a part of it as well.
Yeah, but Kevin was out there and he's doing a lot of work with the co-op. But he mentioned that they were going to be doing that Buffalo Trace product, and they're going to bring out some White Dog and
Nice.
and
I got White Dog.
Mark said something about that. They use the White Dog. There's like 3 recipes of the White Dog of Buffalo Trace.
Correct.
And they use it as what did he say? A palate conditioner.
Okay.
And I was
Yeah.
I was
Makes
kind
sense.
of
I mean,
confused by that term.
I think it's
Oh,
126 proof.
Right.
if I'm
Yeah,
not
it gets your
mistaken.
tongue used to the
Yeah,
level
right,
of alcohol.
absolutely.
Right,
Yeah.
but I
Oh,
mean,
God,
I,
after you have that, you can't taste anything.
well, that's what I thought. I mean, I've never heard that term. I was like, oh, that was kind of, I learned something
What
over
gets that
there.
initial shock factor so you don't have to do the 3-sip method?
Right. Well,
You don't have to. Still would, but
okay. Up north has got a hoop cigar from Royal Havana.
Oh, right.
So
One of our favorite
people
people
up there.
at
Yep.
Royal Havana, Hoops. He's fun. We did an event with him a few weeks
A
back.
few weeks back, we had a good time.
It was a good time.
He wants a shirt. Daniel reached out. Hoops was. I think he was with Hoops yesterday, Daniel. But Daniel reached out to me. He says Hoops wants a T-shirt. I said, okay, we'll get him a
We'll
T-shirt.
have to
Yeah,
get
we've
them
got
printed
a
up.
few.
And he and Daniel had a whiskey roundtable shirt on.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then stuff like that is I think next Tuesday will be the. I want to say Westels, but it's Westels.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, their patio cigar and bourbon night is going to be going on. I showed up this week and they said, nope, not this week. So that was my Tuesday. I drove 40 minutes for.
They didn't ask you to stay. They just said, "Oh no, next
Oh
week."
no,
you're
Emery
not-
wanted me to stay, but they
Someone with plenty of your hair.
there was no cigar. We're not going there. But so yeah, next Tuesday, if you're in the area and you want to join us, we'll be up at that
Sure.
patio.
Where are
I
they?
don't know. Nort, you
In
coming
downtown
in?
Willoughby.
Nort, Rumor, are you coming in next week? Let me know.
We'll be up there.
So maybe if he's in town, I'll drag his ass there too. So
Yeah, we're usually all over the place. We don't take pictures of wherever.
Robert, will be
we're
out
not
there
good
with
at
us.
that, but we're working on it. So.
We get lost in the moment. We
we do.
forget.
Yeah.
But Robert, what are you smoking over there?
Cuban round.
Cuban Round.
Okay.
Never heard of that one. Do
Me
you like
neither.
it?
Yeah, I'm wrestling with it. It's okay.
He's working his way through it.
Oh my!
Too funny.
All right, kids, let's
All
move
right.
along.
Oh,
Well, we are doing a whiskey show.
Are we? Okay.
yes.
Should I show off our bottle?
You can
tonight?
show off the
I
bottle.
do,
Absolutely.
I do have a picture in here. George Dickel. I just like saying it. Column still, and it is a collaboration blend with Leopold Brothers, who use a 3-chamber still to do theirs. And I'll talk a little teensy bit about that.
Yeah, but I learned that the Leopold Brothers is another distillery. I thought it was a store pick, but it's another distillery out of Denver, Colorado. And so they collaborated with Dickel on this one.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What's
Yes.
the proof on that?
This is 100 proof.
Okay.
Straight 100. So I think that's in the sweet spot for me. It's not, too
Yeah, we're
hot.
doing pretty good with the 100 proofs. I like those. I mean, we're getting a lot of flavor out of them, and that's been a good wheelhouse with the cigar lately.
Right. Well,
Agree.
I bought that bottle, I don't know, probably 3 months ago. But you said the number, but I don't think I paid that for it. But
Yeah, so what I found online is it's anywhere between $80 and like $120. It ranges depending
I
on
don't think
where
I
you're
paid for that.
looking.
yeah.
I think it came out in 2021, if I was reading right. I didn't write that down, which I should because I know me better than that.
Well, you were doing your research a little fast today
I was. So
because we were a little occupied earlier today, and
We were.
How many beers was that today? 3?
Two.
It was 2? Okay.
Yeah, this is
Now
3.
there's 3. Not that we're counting.
But it's Miller Lite, so it's like 2.5. So
The $2 beers from the stadium.
these, yeah, you know, and that's why I bought them, because they have the C on them. So
Nice.
for the tribe. Okay, so should I get into it, guys?
You can get into it. Go ahead.
Should I get
Knock
into
your
it?
socks off.
Okay, so George Dickel is based in Tullahoma, Tennessee, and they're part of the Tennessee Whiskey Trail, which has 25 different distilleries across the state. They emerged in 1878 as Cascade Hollow Distillery, and George Dickel bought a big share of them and created George A. Dickel and Company.
Is that Tennessee?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yes, it is Tennessee. George Dickel, before he got into whiskey, he was born 40 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So if my math is correct,
Wow.
1816?
We'll give it to you.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay.
Oh my.
But he was just a merchant in Nashville at the time before he got into the whiskey business. But he made a reputation of selling very smooth, mellow spirits. And they attribute that to making the whiskey in the winter months because they say it creates a more mellow drink. And they're liquids, so they have like the spring water that comes out. They keep that chilled to 40 degrees
Nice.
at all times before
Nice.
they charcoal filter that.
Nice.
They're a charcoal filter company, too.
Yes, sir. And then Leopold Brothers, as you mentioned. So I find this really interesting because you've got George Dickel, you know, they came around in, 1878. And then you have Leopold Brothers. They're an independently owned distillery, and their brothers, it was founded by brothers, Todd and Scott Leopold, in 1996. So they're relatively new. And I did do a little quick research after you told me they were in Colorado. In the mid-2000s, they moved from Michigan to Colorado, and they are in an industrial area just northeast of Denver.
So they're now using Colorado water instead of the Michigan water.
Which is
Which is probably a really good thing.
hopefully they weren't near
If you want
Flint.
7, if you want 7 extra toes, but ananyway.
We'll take a couple slices of water
Reverend,
here.
what's up, dog?
Look at those legs.
Look at them legs. You take one of them legs back to the
table store?
Table store, yeah. Damn, son.
I thought he brought a note with them.
Holy cow.
But, so George Dickel, they use a column still, which I think, you know, we're relatively familiar with the column stills. I was just seeing if this was, that's
just a
not.
pot
It's
still.
just
Yeah.
So Leopold Brothers uses a 3-chamber, and the three-chamber emerged in the mid-1800s, and then it pretty much vanished after Prohibition. And there's a spirits historian, David, I'm going to butcher this, Wandrich. He describes a 3-chamber as a sort of a bolt-action rifle to the pot still's muzzle loader and the column still's machine gun. That's how he describes it.
You're shooting up the
Convoluted, man.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't know. You guys know your guns. Well, I know you know your guns.
I know my stills, not my guns.
But it was extremely popular in making rye whiskey, and according to a 1933 article, distillers preferred the 3-chamber because it produced a better grade and a more heavily bodied, highly flavored whiskey. So. What I think is cool, and I don't know if I pulled this out of here, but they basically, the Leopold brothers, I'm going to just do this off my head because I thought I grabbed this and I didn't. They basically found old plans from a 3-chamber distiller,
Sure.
and rebuilt it on their own. So
Kinda cool.
Yeah.
So I think I would love to go check it out. And I know my cousin lives in Denver, so if we ever go out to visit him, and he just had his birthday.
No, there's marijuana there. I ain't going
there. They're smoky treats.
there. Oh, smoky treats.
Smoky treats.
Wait till the hemp bourbon starts hitting.
Oh, dear Lord.
no THC in that. It's okay.
Oh, here,
There it is.
I just found it. So they re-engineered a 3-chamber still from old manuscripts and grew heritage grain Abruzzi rye that was favored pre-prohibition to resurrect their whiskey at Leopold Brothers, because I had never heard of them either before
Right.
this came out. So, but relatively new. One thing about George Dickel, which I never noticed, but they spell whiskey without the E, like scotches.
Huh.
I never noticed. I don't know if you grabbed that bottle. I didn't catch it if it actually says that, but they did this on purpose because they wanted to rethink and redo kind of the thought of what American whiskey was all about. So by dropping the E, they thought that they brought in more of like a Scotch experience, which is going to be interesting.
I hope it doesn't
on the-
reflect in the taste.
I can't imagine, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. So I'm going down. The mash bill. This must be a blend of rye and regular whiskeys, because the mash bill, what I found, it's got an undisclosed blend of George Dickel rye and Leopold Brothers rye, and an undisclosed blend of just regular Dickel. But the Leopold mash bill is 80% Abruzzi rye and 20% Leopold floor malt. So I think they must have their own.
It sounds like they took a bunch of barrels and they sent them over and blended and did a nice collaboration.
Yeah. And
Interesting. Mash bills undisclosed.
Undisclosed. And
Those are the whoopsie ones.
Yeah,
What?
well, you might be right. You never know.
And there's no age statement on this either. So, and one thing I just wanted to mention is that their general manager and distiller is Nicole Austin, and she joined George Dickel or Cascade Hollow Distillery back in 2018, and she was instrumental in putting together this bottle that we're going to have tonight.
So is it like her blend, so to say?
She had a lot to say.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
imagine.
thinking, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what she had.
I mean, if she put it together, it's probably one of her products, obviously. But anyway, I was just curious. No big deal.
Yeah, I didn't. I just caught that it was. You
That'll
know,
be
she
one-
was
that'll be
heavily
homework for
involved,
next week.
they said. Heavily involved.
Homework for next week.
Amen.
All right, guys.
Should we pass it and do a sniff?
Whoa.
Hey, now wait a minute. Back to the marijuana.
Is that 3?
That's 3.
Oh my goodness.
She's got hers.
Thank you.
Rob, you want to try a little taste of this?
We got to pour another glass. We'll be going good. Ooh.
That's why we have
The
some
nose is
glasses.
nice.
Are you getting any Scotch peat or
little-
anything on that?
It's not the peat, but it does smell vaguely scotchy, kind of like the. It's almost like the fruity.
Almost like a single malt flavor.
Yeah.
Like a single malt.
I'm getting strong berry on the nose.
Yeah, I think it's berry.
Like a strawberry. Wow, that's really different.
Yeah.
It is. There's a lot going on.
Now, I will tell you that the tasting notes that I'm pulling, I only have the palate and the finish, but I think the palate takes in part of the nose as well. So
Wow. That is.
It smells.
Clean up everything here.
Yeah.
very fruity and fresh. Like,
No sipping yet, Robert.
I'll do what I want.
I was listening.
What do you think, G? What are you getting out?
I'm not getting a lot of it. Anything out of it.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm getting like a light single malt. Some sweetness. I can't
I
quite.
definitely get sweetness out of it.
Yeah, I just
The
can't
nose
quite
is-
place the sweet. It's not a sugar sweet. It's not a molasses sweet. It's not a dark sweet. It's
No ethanol.
none.
No, none at all.
Not for 100 proof. None.
None.
That sweet has got me. I think
I have nothing on the nose.
it's like sweet apple. It's almost like sweet apple.
That's what I was about to say. It's more like a fruity.
It's like a sweet apple pear type thing.
See, the more I nose it, the less strawberry I'm getting on it. But that first nose was all berry.
I'm not getting anything out of it.
Nothing.
Just a little
Zero.
bit. It's subtle.
It's the only thing I get is the sweetness aroma, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not telling me if it's apple or honey or whatever it is. But
And it's not that dark.
No.
Probably 3 char, I would assume.
Well, all right.
The nose has got a big dryness.
Yeah, I think we're befuddled. We may have to go to the tasting note or the nosing on there because I think we're befuddled.
Well, because my nose and my palate kind of go together. Why don't we just go in on it and see what we get?
First thing I notice, it's very watery.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very thin.
There's a lot of fruit in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be hard pressed to say that was 100 proof too, because that's just very thin, very watery.
And now
no
I'm getting
ethanol.
I'm getting the burn, which is and it's sweet. So I would say baking spice, if anything.
The notes I got off of Dickel's website, when I say them,
High rye.
I can
I was gonna say high rye.
taste that right off the bat.
High
But
rye.
once
High
I
rye.
say it, you think high rye.
High rye.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you do a little bit of the chew and the inhale, you get a lot of the ethanol burn and a pepper and a high rye, and it's followed by like a wheat sweet or a corn sweet.
I get a green grape on the back.
I can almost get that.
Yeah.
But
A
it's
little
very
bit.
thin.
It's a little smooth, soothing. I'm going to say maybe a little bit of honey in there.
Yeah, definitely not drinking like 100 proof at all.
No, not at all.
It doesn't drink like 100.
Not at all. I mean, it's very thin, very watery,
It is.
short finish in the throat, but long burn on the tongue.
Yes.
I mean, you're getting
Yes.
a long burn on the tongue, and it's not unpleasant. It's a good burn.
I think that's indicative of rye, though.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say the spice is probably the rye that I'm tasting, if you will. It's fruit. It's fruit on the back palate, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, like a vine fruit of some sort.
Yeah.
Not a straw. I'm not getting strawberries. I'm not getting like blueberries or blackberries, anything like that. But it's like the white grape.
Grapes,
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice.
No, I think the nose and the palate are completely different to me. Yet I do get the fruity sweetness on the nose as well as the first hint of the palate, but then the pepper comes on in the later part of the palate for me.
After tasting that the third time, it's a little smoky Scotch in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. Single malt. More single malt than anything else.
Yep.
Robert, what you got?
I was thinking some kind of char at the end,
There you go.
You got a char at the end. Nice.
but it definitely does not drink like 100 proof.
It does not, right. We talking about that charcoal. Again, it goes back to the single malt.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
It's still it's a
It's
good
tasty.
pour. Yeah,
It
it's a
is.
good
Yeah.
pour. Yeah. I think we're in agreement on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree. And I don't know if anyone here knows the answer to this, but the charcoal filter, does that have
I keep coming back to green
an
grape.
impact on? I mean, I'm sure it does,
Yeah.
but like, in what way do we know? Like, what way that charcoal filter will impact?
according to Jack Daniels, the charcoal does a mellowing aspect of it.
Okay.
To what degree, I don't know, and I don't know if it actually adds a charcoal flavoring to it or a charcoal char taste. I haven't had that experience. Jack Daniels definitely does not have a hard char,
No.
which you would
Especially
think,
now.
especially now because they do the charcoal filtering. But I mean,
Yeah, sure.
it is very crisp and very clean. which may have a lot to do with it.
It's very neat, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I just wonder, because Robert said he had that char,
Yeah.
and it made me think,
I mean,
is
it's-
that like the charcoal filter?
I think the fact that it's a very simplistic flavor, that we're trying to overthink the taste on it. We're trying to pull. I think we're trying to pull too much out of it when there's really just like one or two
Yeah.
aspects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're having an
Yeah.
issue with that, because I think it's very, like you said, it's a scotchy, single malty
Yeah.
with a grape background and a charcoal flavor. So I mean, that's pretty much what I would get out of it.
I agree with that.
Anyone else want to chime in before I read the notes that I pulled?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nailed it on the
Shoot.
head.
What's that?
Nailed it on the head.
All right.
On the head.
So as far as the palate, and I'm going to throw the nose in here as well. The notes say rose water. Totally get that.
Yeah.
I would have never picked that out, but I
You don't
totally
get it
that.
in a lot of things, so maybe that's where that's coming from.
Yeah.
Yep.
That could be the little fruity
Right.
kind of.
It's
What
unique
color
and
rose?
different.
Oh jeez.
Auburn, amber. What do you call that? Okay, so in addition to rose water, blackberries, caramel or caramel, however you say it. I guess it has an A. You're supposed to say caramel. I don't know. Is that a Midwest thing? Caramel.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Caramel. Lavender.
Italian.
Lavender, really.
Lavender. Big.
Okay.
It's such a weird flavor though.
It
It's always overpowered by everything else.
And that goes with the rose water, I think,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
lavender. Fig and citrus.
I didn't get any citrus on
I
it.
can see the fig though.
I was just trying it with the cigar.
Any difference?
Not really. Not for me.
No, me neither.
And then the finish, this is really unique to me. It says it combines Earl Grey, which is a tea,
tea.
if you're not familiar,
Right.
Earl Grey tea, with honey and cocoa.
Okay.
I don't get the cocoa.
I don't get the honey.
I did earlier. I got the honey.
The more I'm drinking of it, the more the single malt's
That's
coming
why
out.
I think that's.
Is
I
it?
think that
Yeah.
that when I said about the honey, it's soothing, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get oak out of it. That dryness. I get that dryness on my tongue. And
Maybe I'm more leaning more towards a heavy single malt on this one.
I mean,
Yeah,
definitely got that.
the more I'm drinking of it, the more it's aerating, and
Just got that
it's
too.
more.
When I drank it with my cigar lit, and it was definitely Scotch forward for sure.
Is anyone going to try to put a dab of water in it?
Apparently, Rob up north is saying that they charcoal filter it through sugar maple charcoal, which could be the sweetness. And thank you for that research
Thanks,
on
Mark.
that, because that's really cool and that could be helpful. And that could be where that sweetness is coming from.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Awesome.
the extra sugar in the wood for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised that they didn't call out any pepper or anything that's giving it that kind of.
I think that's the rye. That's
The rye hitting
Yeah,
you hard.
that's what you're tasting is
It's
the rye.
absolutely the right.
Is it? Okay.
And we're talking, how many different barrels did they choose? There was like four
Yeah.
different mash bills. Some of them were undisclosed. So
Yeah.
if they're undisclosed, we have absolutely no idea what
Sure.
Well,
we're
and-
pulling out, and it could have just been garbage barrels that they were trying to get rid of.
And the Leopold mash bill is 80% of bruisey rye, which I'm not sure what a bruisey rye is. I didn't have a chance to look at that. So up north, if you happen to know that, a bruisey rye, I don't know, but it ends in a
We-
vowel, so it might be Italian. Just, just saying, could be. But I'm just curious, why it's called out specifically to be a bruisey rye. I'm just curious.
Well,
I
there's
should've
different
looked.
types of ryes.
True, yes.
Okay, so for different things, so that doesn't surprise me.
But is that known for having a specific flavor?
Well, they're saying it's a.
Thank you.
I was gonna say it's a fresh milled flour left coarse. If it's left coarse, they use a meal in the meal-like texture. It's used in rustic breads and pastas. The Abruzzi rye flour stands with an appealing presence when it's incorporated in both classic and slow fermentation.
Oh,
So hopefully that helps out.
See, they put it in pasta. It is Italian.
Oh, there we go. Italian is the night to do it.
I'm sorry, it's the word of the night, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
right,
guys.
let's
Wow,
move on.
That's
this
nice.
is slow. We got high energy. Energy this up, folks.
Well,
Energy this
and
one
we
up.
do have high energy.
I
It's
know.
funny. It's
Yeah.
like we're just, I don't know.
Maybe the whiskey
It's a little
is too.
stumped.
Maybe the whiskey is too mellow for us.
You know, I like it,
Maybe
but I'm
we
a
need
little
G
I'm a little
story.
disappointed in it.
You're disappointed.
Yeah.
At,
yeah. For 100 and
at the end of the day, it is.
If
Kinda
you
disappointing.
consider the price point, I would agree with
Yeah.
you. I think there are other things on the market for
Sure.
$80 to $120 that I would pick over this. Now, I think the George Dickel rye is fantastic.
absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
That I would probably pay $80 for.
Sure.
I don't know how much it goes
Yeah,
for, but
I'm just, I was expecting a lot more, but it is what it is.
You got a score in mind?
I do. Am I going first?
Yeah, I would say you probably should. I mean, Robert, you got anything you want to add on this one before we jump into scores?
Go for
Do we hit all your high notes on that and low notes?
Go.
The man of a lot of words over there.
Oh, he'll be talking like a champ
I
after
know,
we turn the camera off.
You let him get a couple more drams in him. Your wife's gonna have that window open and let out for you.
She's probably in the back smashing out all the back windows. You never know.
She's poured him up like a hurricane's coming.
You going home and rev today?
You can cuddle up with Jimbo tonight.
There you go.
All right, G, what do you got?
2.9.
2.9.
Wow.
2.9.
That's surprising. Do you want to talk a little bit about?
Well, for the price, no nose. The palette was you basically had to search under the covers to find out what you were trying to get, and the only reason I gave it a 2.9, I was going to give it less, and at the end of the day, I'm a Dickel fan, and for $100, I'm very disappointed. That's all I got to say.
All right. And just to run down our ratings again. Right. So 5, obviously that's the highest we can go. It's on a 0 to 5 scale. 5 would mean the greatest ever. 4, very good. You must have it at home and on your shelf. 3 is okay, a good solid drink. 2 is maybe a mixer. 1, not even a mixer. And 0 is not fit for man nor beast. So you are right between possibly a mixer, possibly just a solid. Would you put this in a mix? I'm just curious. I
don't want to disappoint my friends.
Oh.
Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, this probably would be good for a Manhattan.
Daggone. Or I was thinking an old fashioned,
Spruce up that fruit a little bit. It might be too sweet with a Manhattan or an old fashioned though. Manhattan, you could do the dry vermouth.
Dry vermouth might partner well with that. The dry vermouth might actually spice this up to the point where you're going to pull something else out of it.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. And again, I have a lot of Dickel products. I love it, but I don't like that.
Can't always be winners, right?
Amen. Everybody's palate's different.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. So you're looking at me, so I take it that I'm up
Well,
next.
I don't know if you want to go. Rico, you want to go? I mean, who's got an
I'm
extra?
feeling the pressure. No, I will go. Gosh, and I agree with you on the price point. I just can't see dropping the cash for something like this.
No, I agree.
I do like the berry. I do like that kind of. I like the uniqueness of the rose water or lavender or whatever it is that I'm picking up.
I didn't smell that in the soap, that's for sure.
You bathe with rose leaves?
Of course.
Didn't you
My
see
crack
that? Didn't you
smells
see that
wonderful.
24-karat gold bathtub up there that he bathes in?
We have a pool and a pond. Pond's
Yeah,
good for
well, I
you.
was in the pond earlier, but anyway, that's a whole different story. But anyway.
He's got lily pad water.
New note to look for.
New note to look for: lily pad water.
I'm very particular about my cigars, and I'm very particular about my whiskeys.
And your bath water.
In my bath water. So did you
Stay
put
tuned. We're going to be bottling his bathwater.
So, but
It's a different website.
at the end of the day,
Winner gets the hair.
Tequila has the worm.
oh my god, you are stupid.
Oh my goodness.
Off the rails.
Oh
there
my
we go.
goodness. But, no,
You give a number yet?
I have not.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying that I'm very particular about my cigars. I'm very particular about my whiskeys. I'm not much of a Scotch guy. I do have some good Scotches that I really do enjoy, but at the end of the day, I always navigate back to the whiskeys. So, but at the end of the day, $80 or $100 or $125. I hope I didn't pay that for that, but I don't remember buying that bottle for $100 or $80.
But when you look at it, I mean, it looks like it's impressive. So I can see if you're a Dickel fan and you see this on the shelf,
Yeah.
and you see, that it's a combination of the column
Right.
still and what did I say, the 3-chamber.
Right.
It's going to grab your attention.
You said that there's 4 different barrels made. 4 different. Right. So maybe I just got the.
Yeah,
the
and those
one,
and the undisclosed mash bills were,
Sure.
those could have been like experimental ones that they had that didn't
Sure.
go good
Yeah.
or whatever. But you can't just throw whiskey away.
Sure.
You end up making a product out of it.
Well,
Yep.
don't make that product again.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh.
Anyway.
At least according to us. I'm sorry.
All right.
Well-
What's the score?
So I'm next, and I'm going to give it I am like wavering between a couple of scores, but I'm just going to say it. I'm going to give it a 3.25.
Ooh.
God bless you.
And I got it. I got to represent my father's side of the heritage in Tennessee, and that's where they were from. So got to give it to Tennessee whiskey. I know.
Rico, you want to go next because you had an idea with the vermouth. And you seem to have a little. I'm still.
I think 3 is a solid score for it. It's something that I would want to have around because you can make a good drink out of it, and it's something different. Not everyone's going to have that, so it could be one of those where you only bring it out for friends because you want to get rid of the bottle.
You want to get rid of the bottle?
Well, I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Little idea for you. No, I really think it's just a little bit lackluster for that price point. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
If it was at 60, I think this would be a whole different story.
I
Right.
agree with you.
I
I
agree.
really do agree with you.
All right.
I'm going
got,
to.
Bourbon?
I think I'm going to go just slightly below Big G on this one. I'm at like a 2.7.
Okay.
I like the fact that I was getting some single malt out of it after a while. I did enjoy that
Yeah,
aspect
but by
of
then
it.
you're passed out. But anyway. Go ahead.
I got to drink enough of it to get to the single malt. Nice.
Oh dear Lord.
But price point, it is 100% lackluster. The nose was not there. The tongue feel is not there for 100 proof. Over $100 on the bottle. There's just way too many things going wrong with this.
I mean, I was excited about getting that bottle.
Yeah,
And we kept it for a while.
Yeah, it is a disappointment. It is one that you would bring out for everybody else to, hey, try this, mix it with something. I think the Manhattan would be a good vehicle
And
for
every
it.
palate's different. We understand
Right.
that. Sure.
But I think the Manhattan would be a good vehicle to add a vermouth to it. The dry vermouth would be the best way to go with it, and then a Manhattan. And if you do drink enough of it, to echo what Big G is saying, you get that single malt out of it. But at the end of the day, it's not.
I'm going to soak Jimbo's paw in there for about 20 minutes and see.
It might be better. Make sure he runs through the backyard first.
At least you didn't say his balls. Oh, I.
Oh, hey!
He's got a set of balls. There's no.
But yeah,
doubt about it.
it's a 2.7.
2.7. Uh-oh, what was that? What was that?
I must have hit the
Our
speakerphone.
speaker, and it might have just turned off by itself.
But yeah, that's where I'm at with that one. It's not.
I just put a little water in it.
And it's still bad.
No, it's not. I think it.
Yeah.
It's like you said. It's already thin, and when
Right.
you add water to it, it just
It dilutes it way too much to.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It brings nothing to the table.
it doesn't really.
I switched it around. I always put it up. I just want to see what the legs do. And usually you can sit, but it just hung in here. Just
Were they
hung.
like Rev's legs coming
They were
down
like,
the stairs?
Oh man!
Hey!
Wow.
So you got your nylons on.
They're all
Anyway.
Robert, what you thinking?
It was very weak. I wish you guys hadn't said anything about the price. because that just dropped it even more. I'm a little stopped up. On the nose, I wasn't getting anything.
Me neither.
But on the back end, it started getting a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So what
So
what
what's
do you
the
think
score?
for
What
a
do you want to
score? Do you
score?
have a number in mind?
It would be below a 3.
Okay.
2,
2-7. Okay.
2-7
All right.
from Robert.
All right.
The Bobs stick together. Yes.
So I don't know how much everybody caught of that because you're so soft spoken, and I love it.
That's
You're a mouse
right
fart?
there. No, I mean,
Whoa.
listen, 3 doors down, you can hear the tractor
That's
on
a
the
good
back.
group, actually.
3 doors down, or the tractor running.
So Robert said that he had a hard time getting anything on
Yeah.
the nose, and he wished he didn't hear what the price point was because it really lowered it.
See, I saved you.
Well, I think we all said it was the price point. It was a thing, and even if a $40 bottle, it would be a big stretch.
I don't know. I think, like I said, I think 60 is a good one for that one.
Okay, being a collaboration of 2 distilleries, trying. Okay,
Limited release, probably for the most part.
Sure.
The Leakins go head to head.
okay. So, but again, this could be like it could be like the chef special at a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's just stuff that's left over from the day before. We want to get rid of it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to take that to Royal Havana next week. No,
Oh,
There you go. There's a treat for all y'all.
oh no, you didn't.
oh, my goodness.
Oh yeah, no.
All right, kids, let's
Yeah,
move
so
along.
I would say
Arousing.
survey says probably not. Find
Yeah.
something else.
I
in
think this is the
price
first time
point.
that we're all going past.
I'm telling you.
I really
mean,
think I haven't been around there where we've done a pass on something.
I mean, we've done $30 bottles that blow that away.
It's not bad, but it's not good.
Okay.
I mean, look at the face when he says that. Seriously, I mean, it may have a redeeming quality. I would like to revisit that bottle in 6 weeks after we got
Redeeming quality, that means, to the garbage can. But,
the sink pour.
So here's the big question:
go ahead.
are we going to add this to the Whiskey Roundtable Infinity bottle?
Good, bad, or indifferent. I think we should.
I think we need to.
Damn.
It's
Hey,
All
you know
right.
what? Like we're saying, it might need help from something else.
All right.
So I really think that we should add it later on.
Okay.
One
Okay.
thing's for sure, it shouldn't hurt it.
I didn't want it to ruin the half of the other bottle, but anyway.
Well, that's the glory of an infinity bottle.
I agree. Yeah, we have to do it.
But I mean, it is one of those.
Okay.
Should we? Now that we mentioned the infinity bottle, instead of doing the oops reel, we should probably have.
why don't we just now that we remember?
Now that
this
we
time-
remembered,
Yes.
Rico being the honored guest
Sure.
at the table, you should do the official pour, and then if that infinity bottle's screwed up, we can blame you.
That's fair
All
enough.
right.
You want to pour it with one of these? Or
And it's
Do the
interesting.
fake bottle or just,
That's really starting to fill up.
Yeah.
That Infinity
it
bottle.
has. It has. It has.
I'm
Like
Pretty
Barbara
impressed.
said, it ain't gonna
enough
hurt
for you,
it.
Big G.
it's gotta go equal
Nah,
parts.
we gotta be equal parts.
Equal parts, son.
Equal parts.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but
Hey, could be worse. Could be Black Velvet.
Oh.
Could be Malort.
Malort.
Oh,
I like Malort.
why would you even bring that up?
because
like
he
Malort.
likes it.
Oh,
I like Malort. He's good.
I would almost venture to say I like Malort better than that.
Oh
I would
Oh,
venture to
my
say.
goodness.
Yes, I would.
no!
At least it's not the Duke bourbon.
Duke.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
remember the Duke. Yes, we were looking for cats.
I don't.
All right,
I
let's
can
go.
only imagine.
Quick.
We may
There you go.
we may have to bring that Duke bourbon in just so we
Whoa.
can say no. Get a one bottle.
Why would you
What's
do
that?
that to yourself?
The Duke bourbon.
I
Why
have.
would
I
you
have
do
one.
that?
Yeah.
You have one?
You
I
have
have one
one?
at the office.
Keep
Oh,
it there.
dear.
I don't mind it. I had the Duke. It was a gift from. I'll just leave it. I won't.
You better
mention
not say after he gave
No,
me
no,
that
no. I'm not
intro.
going to mention any names because of the family. But anyway, long story short, he got me the bottle. But I had it over at the house, and Nort was there as well, and I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was terrible. I liked the Duke, but
I think I'll go with more Walking Dead.
All right, what do we got in the scroll, kids?
I saw Gooch was
Gooch
out
showed
there.
up. Yeah.
Oh, Gooch, I got cigars, dude. Where
Dude,
you
where
at,
you
bro?
been?
Where you been?
You've
He
been
said-
hiding.
He was
No.
on vacation a couple weeks ago, so.
He said, "Did I miss the rating?" Well, I don't know when
You
you
did.
put that up.
No, he didn't.
All right,
Good, okay.
give the rates out.
No, we did.
Oh, you want me to read?
Yeah, tell Paul what the rates are.
Okay. Going around. G gave it a 2.9. I gave it a 3.25. Bob gave it a 2.7. Rico gave it a 3.0, and Robert gave it a 2.7. So, kind of not
Hey, Gooch,
the best scores.
I got a bottle for you for Christmas.
It's got a little bit gone out of it. It's all
You'll be all right
yours.
with it. It's very good.
Yeah, that Walking Dead is
You
better
say
than
that with a
Dickel.
straight face.
Oh,
What else we got on the scroll, kids?
it's kind of quiet
Kinda
out
quiet.
I
there.
got quiet, huh?
Rob
Okay.
up north is still here. He's still hanging.
Joris may have gone to sleep.
Yeah, said he was. Yeah,
He was 7 drams in.
I gotcha.
Attaboy.
He said it's a Scandinavian whiskey tasting that he's doing.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I bet those are like scotches. I don't know. I just
Send me a link. George, send me a link for that. What you're taking there. I'd like to read up on that one.
Sure.
I've never heard of Scandinavian.
All right. What else? Anything else?
Interest.
I got nothing right now.
All right, kids.
No, this was. We were kind of low key tonight.
Kind of low key, but
I'm sorry.
they all can't be high energy.
Yeah.
Did you mention Justin? Justin K. He says, "Hey everyone."
Hey, buddy.
What's up, dog?
Hey.
No D&D tonight, so he jumped on over here.
Awesome.
We
Appreciate you.
normally bring you up during D&D.
Oh, okay.
We're both sitting there. I don't usually listen, but I'm on there talking.
Good. Yes, you are. Yeah.
Karen Byrne is out there.
What's up,
Okay.
Karen?
Capricelli
Yeah, that one. But they know Capricelli seems to know G. They said thanks for the recommendation.
and said, "Oh my."
Yeah.
Somebody that knows us.
Yes.
Being elusive.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Incognito.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I
leave it at that.
I did. Yes. And I don't know if they will.
No, don't say. Obviously, they don't
Alright.
want to be known.
Yeah, I understand. Right. Good people.
That's right.
Well, why don't we do we have the ability to throw our sponsors up because we forgot to do our shout out to our sponsors
Yeah,
and
we're all just.
we're discombobulated today. Yeah, it's
So yeah, we do have a shout out to our sponsor. Actually, G and I visited one of our sponsors earlier today, Johnny's Grill and Pizzeria. We went
Nice.
there for lunch, which
Great.
was
Fantastic.
awesome
Yeah.
once again.
Their food is great, man. Just so good.
If you have a chance, if you're in the area, it's 87 and 44. I guess you call that
Yeah.
Burton.
Yeah. Right.
Out there,
It's Burton.
it's a great place. Their new addition and
Oh,
their
yeah. I got to get some pictures and get them
patio
out there.
looks awesome.
They got fans in there, and it's just wonderful.
awesome
as,
job.
Their
as
food
always,
is-
we always mention Royal Havana
Royal
and
Havana,
Rayon.
Right.
They're out there.
Village Martini.
Village Martini's out there.
Yeah.
You got Johnny's Experience
Right.
Barber and Shave Company,
Yep.
Blisa out there.
Yep.
Rawhide Firearms.
Yep.
B&B Firearms and
Simply
Simply Greek.
Free.
Simply Greek. We
Simply
didn't get a picture from them yet, but if it wasn't for the sponsors, we wouldn't do half the stuff that we do right now.
Yep.
And Lizardville being unofficial, official sponsors.
Right. Yeah,
is,
we always have. Those guys are so
They're
good. to
just
us.
really good to us,
Absolutely.
and we patronize them quite a bit.
Yep. Yep.
A nice local chain.
Nice to hang out with Jimmy today.
Excellent ribs.
Yep.
Excellent wings. And if you can't get the ribs with the wing sauce on there, I highly recommend it.
Indeed.
Really?
Yes,
Yes.
you just you special.
So they have a ton of different
have-
wing
Yeah.
sauces.
Yes.
Which wing sauce do you recommend?
I love the hot garlic.
Okay.
It's
Ah,
always
get
the
Oh.
best.
I get a
Oh,
rack.
yeah.
I get a
It's like
rack.
ding ding.
Yeah.
I get a rack of ribs with the honey garlic, hot garlic sauce. Oh, that's amazing.
I didn't know you could do that's.
That's
that's
why I
a
threw
good
that one out
tip.
there.
Does Angel make you sleep in the other room?
Nope, because she's having the same ribs with me. That's one good thing about marrying a Sicilian Italian. You can have all the garlic you want.
I love garlic. I love garlic.
Can't get enough of it.
Amen. Amen. It's good for you.
All right, are we doing a show next week? Is there a show next week or not the week
What's the-
following?
what's
We
the week?
are doing a show
I mean,
next
the
14th.
week.
Yeah, and then the following
14th.
week is we have the graduation party for Royal Havana's
So
twin
next
boys.
week we have one.
We are
So-
doing one next week. I can actually, let me go to the website real quick. And
I
let
think
you
that was
know.
the Yellowstone bottle. I think we were
I
planning on
believe
doing.
we are doing.
21?
Yes, Yellowstone
21st?
posted on the 14th,
Okay.
next Friday. And then the 21st, we are off for the
Okay.
grad party.
Correct.
And just so everyone knows, it is my birthday month.
What?
So even though we're not doing a show on the 21st, my birthday, I'm going to be 39
Again,
again. So have a drink and a cigar.
right.
we will be doing the live reel
honor
of her
me.
spankings. That will be a pay for
Again, that's another website.
I'm stupid.
You beat them to it. Just lay it right out there. Awesome. Awesome.
All right. What else?
I got nothing else to add except for Father's Day's coming up. Stop to think about
What is
bourbons.
Father's Day?
It's a week from
It'll
Sunday.
be the week,
Week from Sunday.
Sunday after our show.
That came up so fast
It
on
did.
us, and we had plans, and
Yeah,
it just didn't happen.
That didn't work out, but we'll have something for Christmas. We'll work on a Christmas gift pack. But yeah, remember to get the good bourbons and cigars for Dad. You don't like a tie.
There you go.
He doesn't like it. No
What if it's got
sexy
cigars
doors.
and bourbons on the tie?
No.
There you go.
All right. No, I tried.
And the gift of meat, ribs, pork tenderloin, steaks, that always works well too. So
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
hint, hint.
How about a tattoo?
Tat 3.
Oh, for the love
I think
of
he's. You got an oversized tattoo right now.
Boss, the plane, the plane.
He's got to be littler than him, the boss.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Say it, Greg.
All right, kids.
Say it,
Listen,
Greg.
Thank you very much for watching the show today. We're kind of docile today, but we still had a great time as always. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. God bless. Until then, I'm your host.
Your host who?
I have a host.
Do you have a name, or you're just not giving your name?
Big G.
Karen Little B.
I'm Bourbon Bob.
And I'm Rico.
All right, kids.
Thank you, Robert and Brad, for
And
stopping
Brad
in.
for
Thanks,
coming
guys,
in.
for being here today. Appreciate y'all. Fantastic.
Thanks for Up North for answering that question for us
Yes,
on the
he
charcoal.
did.
That was
Yes,
cool.
he did. Awesome.
And for everyone else out there joining us, have a good night.
All right.
Peace and love. Woo!